What up, Coffee Nation? I have a little bit of sad news. I ran out of coffee. I'm not sure if you can see. Yeah, but luckily for me, I have more coffee. So we're just gonna jump right into the first ninja news story of the day. Caffeine is addictive. Really, like this is actually a surprise to some people. I mean, surely after seeing me, you've realised this stuff is it's addictive, and it's just so absolutely delicious. So good. The past few days there have been protests in Turkey which have turned into full-blown riots because police acted quite harshly to some peaceful protesters, and basically they fired like smoke at them, shocked them with rubber pellets like pew pew. That's a terrible thing to say. And so it's all gone mayhem, and I think it's calming down now, and there's a link below to a BBC article all about it, because it's very, very complicated and I don't completely understand what's going on, because my brain is confuzzled. True story. Third and final ninja news story of the day. Facebook closed down a page that was leaking photos from the popular app Snapchat. I love Snapchat. Snapchat is the best, but if you're going to send a photo on Snapchat, okay, you're sending a photo to someone over the internet. It doesn't matter that it disappears within a few seconds. Somebody can still get that photo somehow if they want to. So just, you send any photo, any message or anything over the internet, just be sensible about it. Like, even if it's someone you trust, just don't be an idiot. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say on that. Link down below to more information. Now for some gaming news. Contrary to popular belief, Call of Duty Ghosts does not have a new game engine thing. All they've simply done is they've built on their old one, and so they've improved stuff like animation, graphics, sound. So in a way, it's a new one, but they haven't built it from the ground up. They've just improved it. And personally, I like that, because remaking it from the beginning would be incredibly difficult. And also, Call of Duty game engines worked quite nicely, to be fair. And if they're just improving it, then I'm happy with that. And I'm not a hardcore Call of Duty fan, but I'm happy with that. Hope you're happy with it too. On the subject of Call of Duty, I want to give a really, really quick shout out to the channel Insanity Edits. He does all sorts of stuff, but he also, the main thing that he does is Call of Duty edits, so like, that was my imitation of the sounds of Call of Duty. I basically just ignored when they're little kids going, and they're like, "Your mum is fat," and I'm like, "Shut up," and they're like, "No," and I'm like, "Mute. Come at me, bro." Finally, one of the last stories of today. This will be quite long. So, sit down, have a cup of coffee, because that's good, get yourself comfortable, and no, you cannot go to the toilet, you have to stand. Yeah, I see you, I know. You, drink your coffee. I saw the story in a newspaper while I was on the train, and basically it was talking about how in the US, Amazon will be letting fan fiction or amateur authors the ability to publish their work with 35% of the royalties. I personally, I'm all for this. I'm like, whoa, awesome! Amateur people, they get to put their stuff on the internet, they get to sell it, they get some of the money, which is great. And also, I love fan fiction. I mean, some of it's and some of it's but there is a lot of it you're like, yes. So I think it's a good move. However, and here's the flip side, or devil's advocate, point of view, there are a few downsides. For example, the first one is copyright infringement. You know, if you're writing stories about Harry Potter making out with Hermione Granger, that's a bad example. Kids do not mention that ever. Hermione Granger talking to Draco Malfoy because for some reason they're brother and sister. That's a good one. Now, if you write a story about that, J.K. Rowling could be like, "I'ma sue you," and then you'd be like, "Oh damn, she's gonna sue me." Amazon would be like. Second one is there is some fan fiction that's it's really not worth paying money for. Like, there's some fan fiction out there that, no offense to these people, but I wouldn't pay 50p for your work. Okay, it's just honest opinion. And so if this stuff is being allowed onto Amazon because Amazon has no filter for what you can publish, it does kind of seem like Amazon's just gone, there are going to be lots of people publishing, lots of people buying, and there's just going to be loads of stuff, and we get 65% of the money. It just seems a tiny bit dodgy, just a little. Ultimately, I personally think it's a step in the right direction. There are a lot of people who don't agree with me, and as I've said, I've just had a fun time talking about those opinions. So, why don't you tell me what your opinion is in the thingamajig down the comment box down below. Finally, one tiny little thing I would like to talk about. I apologise for not being able to do vlogs all of last week. I was away for the last couple of days, and I'm going to make really weird hand movements. Anyway, so I do apologise for that. I hope you enjoyed the vlogs that I did post, and the weird bagel eating challenge. I have no idea how much that hurt afterwards. It was surprisingly painful on my stomach. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today. I hope you had fun watching me throwing my hands about. So, I'll see you next Tuesday, or maybe sooner. That was the worst wink in the world. Goodbye. Please like, subscribe, comment, love my face, or no, I love you. No, how does it go? What does he say? Anyway, peace.